My name's Jamie Patton, and this video is going to be about some of my most favorite things that I've learned in this class. First thing I want to talk about is genetics. I thought it was really cool to learn about the different phenotypes and genotypes, dominant and recessive traits, homozygous, heterozygous. I also really liked learning how to make a Punnett square and how to cross the different traits with one another to see the probability of how it came out. Learning about the 4 different types of pollution is something I will also remember for a very long time after this class, because I didn't really realize they were such a problem, and I didn't realize really the extent of each of them. The first picture is a picture that examples toxic pollution. Toxic pollution includes chemicals that can cause diseases, death, or even birth defects when ingested by humans. Examples of toxic pollutants are radioactive waste, gas, and pesticide. The next picture you see is sediment pollution. Sediment pollution is sediments that pile up in reservoirs, rivers, and harbors. The causes of it are erosion of soil into waterways, usually during heavy rain, and the consequences are they can destroy fish, wildlife, and cloud water. The next picture that you see is a picture of nutrient pollution. The description of nutrient pollution is the presence of excess nutrients in water. The causes of this can be from high concentration in water, fertilizer, or manure. And one of the big things that this pollution does is kill many, many fish. The next picture and the last of the 4 types of pollution is an example of bacterial pollution, which is a pollution that aids in breaking down organic matter in sewage. So the causes of it are animal manure and human waste, and the consequences for bacterial pollution are drinking contaminated water could lead to illness for people and animals. The next thing that I want to mention that I learned that really intrigued me and will stick with me is about Greenland, and especially the fact that in Greenland the ice never melts. And the cool thing about the ice never melting in Greenland is that it allows us to be able to tell what the atmosphere was like and the temperature of the atmosphere was like for almost over 40,000 years ago. And what makes us be able to examine what the atmosphere was like all those years ago is by taking samples of the ice and then by further taking samples of the air that gets trapped inside of the ice. Now, this air that gets trapped inside of the ice, for the reason that ice never melts in Greenland, that air stays the same as it did at the time that it got trapped in there. Now, furthermore, the reason that we can tell how old the air bubble is by the layers of the ice. And again, since the ice never melts in Greenland, when it snows, the layers just keep piling on top of each other. Therefore, in order to see how old the air bubbles are, you literally just count down the layers of ice, and it will eventually give you the number of years ago that snow fell and the ice formed. The last takeaway that I want to talk about in this video is a dichotomous key. The reason that the dichotomous key was actually very interesting to me is because I haven't really seen one before, and ever since learning about it, I have taken ones from the outside world and explored other things that I wouldn't normally explore. So it's cool to just know how to be able to use it and know that I will be able to use it in my future as well.